Denzel Washington.
Denzel Washington.
Denzel Washington.
Denzel Washington.
Denzel Washington just shared his thoughts on woke culture, and he didn't hold back.
Who you wound up supporting in the election, presidential election?
None of your business.
For almost 50 years, Denzel has built his career on his incredible talent and dedication to speaking the truth. He's one of the rare actors who hasn't let fame or money change his values or judgment.
So why did he need a black director? Could a white director not have?
It's not color, it's culture.
Explain the difference, because I think we're
Steven
in a space
Spielberg
right
did Schindler's List.
Denzel stands out because, unlike many others who avoid tough topics, he speaks his mind, even if it might cause backlash. Again and again, interviewers have tried to challenge him, but Denzel always responds calmly and shuts down arguments with ease.
Turn it off. That's what I would say. It's hard for young people now because they're hooked. They're addicted. If you don't think you're addicted, and I'm talking about anyone, from the highest to the lowest, if you don't think you're addicted, then see if you can turn it off for a week.
Denzel Washington has always been bold about sharing his views. While promoting his movie Fences, he made one thing clear: it's not about color, it's about culture. He wasn't just talking about the film, he was calling out Hollywood as a whole. Denzel pointed out that Hollywood loves to praise itself for being progressive, but he isn't convinced. He believes real representation isn't just about showing diversity on the surface. It's about truly understanding and respecting the cultures behind the stories. In his opinion, true talent and meaningful stories are being pushed aside for shallow, quick fame driven by social media trends. As Denzel sees it, the industry is losing focus on what really matters.
You know, race relationships have to do with race relationships. You're white or whatever you are, I'm black or whatever I am. We're standing here talking now. That's how we get things done. You can't legislate love. The President of the United States can't legislate us into liking each other.
Denzel's message is simple but powerful. Diversity isn't just about appearances. He questions the value of casting a black actor or hiring a black director if they don't truly understand the culture they're representing. Denzel is boldly voicing what many people are thinking but are hesitant to say. Hollywood's approach to diversity often focuses more on appearances than substance. It's less about telling meaningful, culturally rich stories, and more about checking off boxes. For Denzel, that's just not enough. But his frustration doesn't stop at the lack of authentic storytelling. He's taken it a step further, warning that this shallow approach to diversity isn't just misguided, it's dangerous. In an interview with SiriusXM, Denzel shared his thoughts on how the portrayal of black people in films has changed over time, and not always for the better.
Because of all those people who laid the groundwork for me to be in the position I'm in, I'm going to make sure that there's hundreds of roles for the next generation and utilize the power that I have at this moment in order to do that, and nobody's gonna get in my way.
For Denzel, it's not about appearances. It's about what you bring to the table. He knows that the real power in Hollywood still lies with the same group of people, mainly white men, pulling the strings behind the scenes. While they talk a lot about change, Denzel isn't fooled. They claim to want diversity, but Denzel asks the tough question: who's really making the decisions? It's a bold question, but one that needs to be asked. He believes true change isn't just about putting a few diverse faces in front of the camera. It's about who's behind the scenes, writing the stories, and deciding which stories get told. And then there's cancel culture, one of the most controversial topics today. While many in Hollywood quickly jump on the cancel culture trend, Denzel stands firm. He doesn't blindly follow what's popular, especially when it stifles honest conversations and personal growth.
We live in a society now where it's just first. Who cares? Get it out there. We don't care who it hurts. We don't care who we destroy. We don't care if it's true. Just say it, sell it.
Denzel's message is simple but powerful. We shouldn't rush to cancel people for making mistakes or having different opinions. Instead of silencing them, he believes we should focus on listening, learning, and growing together as a society. He's also calling out Hollywood for exploiting scandals and controversies just to make money. Denzel firmly believes that art should inspire and tell real, meaningful stories, not just create drama for profit. But he's not just talking about change, he's actively making it happen. Through his production company, Denzel supports projects that amplify the voices of those often ignored. He's mentoring young actors and filmmakers, encouraging them to stay true to themselves and their cultures. Denzel is deeply concerned about Hollywood's obsession with sensationalism and scandal. He sees this as a symptom of a larger issue within woke culture, which often values controversy over authentic artistic expression. For Denzel, films like Fences, which he directed and starred in, are a prime example of storytelling that stays true to its roots and uplifts the audience.
There are millions of people that are falling in the gap because they don't fit in
to this information age. I don't care who you are. You can promise people a whole lot, but there's a whole lot of people that are in trouble right now because they just don't fit in.
This is exactly the kind of content Denzel wants to see more of in Hollywood. Stories with depth and meaning, not just drama for the sake of it. He's all about creating films that matter, ones that leave a lasting impact on audiences. Denzel has also spoken about the increasing political divide within the industry. When a reporter once asked him who he voted for, he didn't give a direct answer. Instead, he chose to rise above the controversy, focusing on unity and meaningful dialogue rather than fueling division.
Who you wound up supporting in the election? Presidential election.
None of your business.
Denzel has noticed how polarized the entertainment industry has become, with people being pushed to extremes. He's a firm believer in free speech and supports everyone's right to express themselves, no matter the political climate. He's made it clear he won't play into divisive politics. For Denzel, it's not about left versus right, it's about right versus wrong. He's also criticized Hollywood for jumping on the bandwagon of trendy political causes without truly understanding the issues. To him, it's not enough to talk the talk, you have to walk the walk. While some see his views as bold and inspiring, others think he's being too critical.
Black Lives Matter movement, for example, and those issues. Has that movement in particular, the Black Lives Matter movement, helped race relations or not in America?
Well, listen, we live in America, and in America we have the freedom to express ourselves. We shouldn't take that for granted. So whatever the movements are, whether you agree with them or don't, they have the right to express themselves.
What's your take? Do you agree with Denzel's stance on Hollywood? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to check out our next one. See you soon.